And on one of the major broadcasts, 6 o'clock news, they announced I had died on ITV. I have another story for you guys on this, by the way. Bulgarian football club Arda Kardzali apologized after holding a minute's silence for a former player who is actually still alive. Bulgarian football club, I have mentioned their name before, mistakenly held a minute's silence for former player Petko Ganchev, who is still very much alive. The tribute took place in Sunday's 1-1 draw with Levski Sofia. During the match, the club posted on Facebook admitting they had received false information about Ganchev's death. Arda later apologized to Ganchev's and his family, wishing him good health. The apology post has also since been deleted, by the way. Arda are now 5th in the league with hopes for European football spot. I don't know what their European hopes have anything to do with anything. Will react to this.
I guess how alive is he? Like, was he unwell? And they were like, well, we'll just get it done.
I don't think so.
He's just fine.
Yeah, I wonder if someone's just gotten it desperately wrong. I assume he's just well, right? Otherwise, maybe they might have just waited.
Yeah, they just get it over with. I think there's something beautiful about it, because you always are like, oh, God, you won't get to go to your own funeral and see if everyone was like, that guy was cool, or it's like, oh, that's good, he's gone.
Yeah.
So you got to see how they would mourn. And I guess it's kind of bleak that him dying didn't lead them to victory. They just drew.
Yeah. Isham, how does this happen, do you think?
Well, it's obviously happened like misinformation, but also I don't know why he's apologising for holding a minute's silence, because surely the opposite would be worse. That he heard the news that this person had died and did nothing.
Yes. Yeah.
So I don't know how. Number one, how this has become a story. It is funny. There's obviously been a miscommunication, but I would be incandescent with rage if someone had heard that I died and they did nothing. That's ostensibly worse.
Yeah. So I have another funny story on this, by the way. Again, during the election years. So it was after the election, actually. We're allowed to laugh about this because it's been so long. So my dad died in the first wave of COVID.
And I'm going to struggle to laugh at
this.
No,
it gets funny. It gets funny, don't worry.
This is the first run on this ladder is fucking shaky.
We'll get past this first
Okay.
run. And then I tweeted that he's died, right? And there's a sort of like, send prayers, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And then I went to shower and I left my phone on the side.
Okay.
What turns out it had happened, and then obviously not looking at my phone because I'm fucked, right? And then what turns out has happened is a journalist had misunderstood this. And on one of the major broadcasts, 6 o'clock news, they announced I had died on ITV, right? So they go, former Labour candidate who stood against Boris Johnson has died as a result of COVID. I'm fucking showering and like messing around, like, and have no idea. My phone's blowing up. First of all, my mum's like, what? Right?
2 in a couple of days.
So the funny bit is, I then get all these messages, but because I'm not in the right frame of mind, I ask some of my friends, I'm like, can you get in touch with the journalist and correct them?
Right.
And the journalist is like, no, I don't believe you because I've seen it straight from his account. So then I had to call the journalist and be like, motherfucker, I'm alive. Can you take this down? So I know very much how, what's his name, Petko Ganchev.
How did people react to you being dead?
It wasn't as many messages as I would have liked.
Yeah, that is tough.
Yeah.
Ishan's right.
They wouldn't be sending you the messages, would they? You're dead.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, that is kind of...
That's a good point.
Didn't get any texts on my birthay. Fair enough. Didn't get any texts when people thought I was dead.
Yes.
Of course you didn't.
Of course you didn't. Yeah.
I'm not going to text you.
Yeah. What would you, because I guess, that's a good point. I did remember thinking, I didn't get as many messages, but why would people message me?
Yeah, no.
But there wasn't also a whole lot of like rest in peace tweets.
No. How quick did you get on the...
Oh, like 45 minutes.
Okay, yeah, that's tough. That's like finding out there's no minute silence. They're just like, oh, he's dead. Yeah. Carry on.
So what, when your time comes, what's a suitable way you want to be sort of memorialized in?
I think like a year's silence.
Yeah.
That might be nice. Yeah. Or just, I don't know. I don't really care because I won't be there, I guess.
All right.
But I guess give some money to my wife.
Yeah. Ishan, what are you thinking? What if I...
Well, it must be nice to have a wife.
Very nice. It is so nice.
It must be nice to have love.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, given that I have no such thing in my life...
Oh, would you like my wife?
I would like... Yeah, sure. I'd love your wife.
Yeah, great. There you go.
Thank you for that.
I'll ask her if she's all right.
He's also got a lot of ketamine, he told me earlier, so he can throw that.
Ketamine, salt, not sure.
Yeah, I think that would be the thing that sends me to my death. I would like to be embalmed and a statue made of me outside my home, and I would like a song written in honour and memory of me.
All right. Well, we've got that now down for hopefully many years from now when your time is up. We'll make sure that happens.